So we're ready for a new relationship and we are thinking about online dating. So we got to be cautious about catfishing. And also, I'm going to tell you 10 online mistakes to avoid when it comes to dating. So there's no denying that the world of online dating has completely revolutionized the way we go about finding romance and companionship in our relation or culture today. So whether you are a digital dating veteran or just getting your feet wet in the online matchmaking scene, these 10 tips will set you up for success and hopefully, possibly lead to your future partner. So, one mistake to avoid is not knowing exactly what you want. It's hard to date if you're unsure of what you want. Many people go into online dating frustrated or lonely, causing them to lower their standards for companionship. As you begin to date, you may feel a small list of absolutes that will help you decide who you would actually like to meet beyond the messaging back and forth. If you date someone and they behave in a way that turns you off, note that and add it to your profile so that you don't do it again. Remember that what you want is a big question. It might be to meet friends, it might be to hook up, it might be to find the love of your life. It's up to you, and there's no right or wrong answer. But defining this can help you navigate these connections and relationships so you end up with the right person. Also, the second one is not asking the right questions. When you date people, you need to ask them the questions about themselves. If you've ever been on a date where someone talks only about themselves the whole time, then you know what a miserable time it can be. Your goal is to get to know someone to see if the connection, not just one way, but if the connection for the relationship is there. You know your own deal breakers. So you want to design questions for the person that brings to light any of the deal breakers that you have identified for yourself. For example, if you're a young woman who doesn't want to date someone who has a child, ask them if they have kids before you even go on a date. And we got to know what our deal breakers are. And also, three, not listening to your inner voice. Everybody has this little inner voice that tells them things and gives them feedback about other people. This intuition is real. And the energy you feel when you're around another person is vitally important in any potential or current relationship. Most of us, we don't listen to that inner voice. When you go on a date, pay attention to how you feel and any signals that you may get from your inner voice, even if it seems illogical. That voice knows more than you think. The fourth one is not being honest. You might think that you will turn off prospects if you're honest about your situation, but rather than hide who you truly are and what you are going through, it's best to go in being your true self, your authentic self from the beginning. Being transparent about your life and situation will lead to the genuine connections. It will also keep you clear from worrying about it if when the other person will find out about whatever you are keeping from them. In short, portraying yourself as someone you're not will almost always lead to mismatches and disappointment for yourself and also your potential partners. And also, number five, we love to show our best sides. And if you post only your best photo, this is kind of similar to number four. You might think you should post only your very best photo to put yourself in the best light. But the truth is, that's not how you actually look most of the time. And you know it. Post pictures that show you how you really look on a typical day. That's who you are. And that's where the expectations are. It's not like you're catfishing. Not only will this lead to you feeling comfortable and confident when you meet up with a potential partner. You won't feel like they're going to judge you in a different way. But if someone doesn't like how you really look, they're not worth wasting your time on anyways. Number six, not reading the profiles. It's crazy, shocking how many people only look at photos to choose a date. And it's important not to be that person. Read their profiles to find out if you would even like them, if you think they can actually make a connection with you. If you have deal breaker, if they have deal breakers in their profiles, just say no and move on. Don't allow hair color or height to be the deal breaker. People are people. Get to know them for who they are. It's okay to have certain preferences, but try not to miss out if you let superficial items be the deal breakers. And that's personal preference. It's up to you guys, but there are a lot of good people that you might not even realize unless you give them a chance. Number seven, not joining paid dating sites. So generally speaking, paid dating sites will typically be a lot better than the free ones. It kind of weeds out the riffraffs and the quick hookup people if you're looking for a relationship. You might not want to shell out the money, but the paying part weeds out those people that might not be a good match for you. And it usually provides a greater chance that your potential partners are serious about finding companionship. It doesn't necessarily weed out every bad actor, but if you were to have a bad experience, it's often easier to track the person down who has joined via paid membership. That's important too. It also lets you know that those on the site really value what they are doing and that they're more serious about finding a partner. Number 8, not meeting in person sooner. Don't waste your time talking to somebody for months on end through chat or text. Instead, message for a little bit. And if they seem like a connection, move it to a voice or video call and then have a date together. The sooner you meet the person, the better, as this will help you determine the relationship's actual long-term chemistry. If you have similar interests and like their vibe in messaging or on a phone call, it should progress into an in-person date to see if there's a real spark. So you're not wasting your time on somebody who potentially might not be the one for you. So if long distance is an issue, FaceTime and Zoom are the way of the world right now. They can help you make sure the person is who they say they are and allow you to see if they feel a connection with you before setting up a time to either travel or meet. Also take into account if you want a long distance relationship. That's very important too. Number 9, not writing a bio or having a boring profile. People who are serious about finding a partner will look beyond the physical images on your profile. And we want them to do this. Sure, initially physical attraction may make somebody stop on your profile, but only focusing on the superficial aspects of a person will not result in a genuine connection. Your bio, description of yourself, and what you say about you will set yourself apart from others, and it'll get them to see the true you. And it helps to set you up to meet people who are actually interested in everything else beyond just your beautiful looks. I'm sure you're adorable. These will help you get a greater chance for an authentic connection and companionship. So 10, giving up too soon. Try not to let the mismatched date or awkward messaging experience ruin the opportunity for you to meet another person. It can be frustrating to put yourself out there multiple times and not finding a connection, but thankfully there are a lot of fish in the sea. So rather than getting burned out or discouraged and completely quitting the online dating game, maybe take a small break, focus on yourself. And in this time, you can reassess what it is you really want in a partner. Get to know yourself better, practice self-love and self-care. When you feel good about yourself, you will be more open and ready to meet someone. So online dating can be a challenge, but in today's society, it is hard to find a good mate, and this kind of helps you weed through it. So good luck to you. If you guys suffer with narcissistic abuse, I do have a channel, a soul survivor - Cynthia, and that can help you if you had a past with somebody who has been abusive. But we are moving forward into a great new relationship. Lots of love to you guys. Topic requests are welcome. One-on-ones are available, and I'll see you soon.